resident by choice. This is where my heart is. This is where I've chosen to live the rest of my life. And I have felt like I've been included in the community by the majority of people, except for some comments made by tonight. And I'm very, very sad that I can come to a place and give it my heart and my soul. And I'm not campaigning for or against anything. I've taught children my whole life, and your children are my interests too. But I would like to say I'm a West Virginia choice, and I don't think that's a second-class citizen type of thing, because I wasn't born here.
Thank you, Mr. John. John, you got here late. Would you like to say something?
I'm Don McNeil, farmer, and about all I want to say is vote no.
Oh, that's not going to be voted on. I at least have some comments to make, but I want to give everyone a chance to speak. Anyone need to repeat? Another? Blake.
I just have one specific question, just to clarify something, to make sure. The meeting Thursday night,
Yes, sir.
there is no vote being taken in any way whatsoever as to the future of where we're at with Marcellus Shale, or there is or is not a vote being taken in Thursday
I
night?
cannot guarantee that. I added the item to the agenda for further discussion and or action of the resolution. So it's a very important item.
So there is a possibility to vote Thursday night.
Technically, yes.
You all hear that?
Better be there.
You heard that?
Has that been advertised in the paper, Sam?
We
A vote won't have to be advertised in the paper earlier or did it?
It was not advertised because it was in my television story last time. It was a thing. You have to read all the way to the end.
It's a very important discussion. I hope you're all there.
But wasn't there something added that wasn't in the paper, wasn't the agenda amended after that?
The agenda was amended. I think the agenda amended to discuss.
That's a point.
And also, did you say that there's 3 different options that may happen that night?
No, the resolution is going up for discussion. Okay, I took notes of whatever you had to say, and I would like to speak further on the matter, to address some concerns and to let you know what my thoughts are on it. I'll certainly give a chance to Commissioner Walker and Commissioner Stafford to follow up as well. First of all, our job primarily is to facilitate discussion of big and tough issues, and I'm very proud of us as a commission for doing just that. Our job is to listen to you, and that's exactly what we're doing here tonight. I think that's something we should all be proud of, regardless of what the item is, the difficulty of the content. Eminent domain. That's an issue upon which I not only ran, but I picketed in front of the courthouse with a sign. One-man protest against the possible eminent domain taken to the shark farm by the government. That is not in conflict with this discussion of this issue or the desire of at least this commissioner to do something to protect us against Marcellus Shale. Eminent domain is the taking of private property for public use. There is no action this commission will take to do that. As a property owner, as a mineral rights owner, you have every right to realize the value of what you own. That, to me, to my thinking, does not imply that any industry has the right to come in and run over us and do it. So, in my thinking, this is not a property rights issue. Those rights will not be compromised by this commission. I'm speaking to Will Hall. This is a community rights issue. And we're all a landowner beside another landowner. And what an industry could do that is against the law or not within acceptable limits of our community could and would affect your neighbor. And that is the larger consideration that I always try to keep in mind as we discuss this. The DEP certainly is working very hard on proposed regulation, and I very much hope there's a special session in December to pass some regulations on this issue. We need that. The DEP is an ally. I feel we have the responsibility to help ourselves as well. I think for us to look to another for all the help, for all the protection, is something we need to do, and by law it's set up to do just that. But that is not sufficient, in my thinking. I agree with some comments made to that effect. To wait and see what the state does would be a big mistake. We have the power for ourselves and as a community to talk about this issue, to take protective action if we decide to do it as a community. And this commission will not shy away from that tough topic. Economy. The economy is down across the nation. I'm as upset about that as everyone. To look to us as the reason for that is misguided. We are not the reason the economy in this county is as it is. We are not anti-business. I, for one, and alone on a particular item concerning Jacob's next business, was the commissioner who voted to allow him to go forward with acquiring more land from us to put a tank above ground. That motion was not seconded and did not carry. Each and every job's potential, each and every issue is different. One cannot be pro-jobs at all costs. One cannot be anti-business at all costs. These are unreasonable extremes, and you have neither of those in this commission. Tourism is a huge part of our economy. It is our responsibility, I feel, as citizens and as government, to protect the value of what is special about Pocahontas County. It is the reason people come here and spend their tourism dollars. Because, for example, if you look at the fairway, the map of Marcellus Shale wells, we are not currently drilled. I consider that a plus for tourism. I consider that a plus for property values. Everywhere drilling is taking place, property values are plummeting. Make no mistake about that. Industry is, of course, a core part of Pocahontas County's economy. We have great industry here that will, God willing, continue. Our census has dropped by considerable numbers. We're down to 8,000, now to 9,000. We need to do all we can as a commission to make sure that industrial jobs, industrial, I'm trying to remember the phrase from the ordinance, activities are not encumbered upon. I think it's just beating dead horse to say that draft ordinance is off the table. One comment was made that we'll never see high-tech, high-paying jobs here. I don't like to hear that. I'm a high-tech kind of person. I don't have a high-tech job, per se. But the observatory is the place that employs high-tech people. I'd like to see more of this industry come here. And I don't think any of you would disagree with that. All kinds of industry needs to be promoted here. The comment was made about being upset about circulating things like this draft ordinance. I'm not proud of it either. I think we're all pretty disgusted with it. What I'm proud of is that we circulated it. If this commission was run by a small group of people, I would have done all I could to make sure that ordinance draft never saw the light of day. Instead, we're broadcasting this meeting live. Worked hard to promote these meetings through live broadcast. Mr. Murphy, with all due respect, the agendas are announced through the paper, through the radio, through the website, posted on the courthouse door. We do everything by the law required to publish meeting notices, and we go further. So, I think those mechanisms are there. If there's anything further you feel we can do to get the word out, I'll be glad to try. I wanted to run an ad in the paper about these 3 meetings, but I was the only one who wanted to do that, so it didn't get run. That would have been a cost of taxpayer money. I think it would have been worth it. How come we have to spend taxpayer money on an attorney? or attorneys. Quite frankly, because a whole other room full of people said they appreciated us doing that. You're not the only voters in this room. You're part of the voters of this county. And I disagree that for us not to spend some taxpayer money on professional guidance is a bad investment. This draft is a bad product. Maybe we need different counsel. But this is the starting point. And I'm glad to understand that in myself I have a limited amount of knowledge legally, and so does Mr. Sapper as an attorney. And it was his thinking that brought us to consulting with these attorneys who are experts in this field, and I agree with that. I think it was worthwhile. I hope we have a better product next time. Comments are, again, that we're trying to zone the county. Come on. You know better than that, man. We brought this to light to show you what the draft is saying. It's not the running through. We're trying to address the very difficult topic of Marcellus Shale and what it can mean to this county. Marcellus knowledge. I've heard two people make a comment tonight that they're not attorneys or experts on Marcellus Shale. I've heard someone say, wish we'd do more homework on it. We do our best to get the word out to you of what we're talking about through publication of agendas, through regular postings in the paper, internet. All three of us have invested a lot of our time learning about this issue. The record on the water contamination of Marcellus Shale activities is not complete in the file cabinets of DEP. They're not the final answer. They're an ally on this. I have seen firsthand, with my own eyes, damage to water, to land, to people's quality of life. Talked with a young mother whose son has nosebleeds because they flare methane at unpredictable times beside her. These are very real concerns. The truck traffic which accompanies the drilling process is 24/7 non-stop for 2 to 3 months continuously. It is in fact not possible to shut a fracking process down. This is a fact I know. It has to continue. This is, if it were to come, of an industrial scale we have never seen. So I'm very sensitive to the possible ramifications that would have on our way of life. Not only to our businesses, but just to the way we enjoy peace and quiet. People talk about it if it's done right. At another well-attended meeting here in September, I think it was, we saw a presentation on if it's done right. I've seen pictures where it's done right. The well goes in, no contamination is reported. Done right presents no problem, is what another has said. Is there no problem with lights and noise 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for months on end, deciding if you're trying to sleep? Is that not a problem? I think it could very much be a problem. Is it not a problem that pilot trucks would have to escort school buses to school to avoid accidents? I think that